Hello, everyone. Let's see if we have any glitches. Man, I have been trying to stream for a little while now. I'm trying to see what's happening. Something's happening with Facebook. Okay, I think we're here. All right. Um, it wants me to edit something for Facebook. What did it say? Oh, my permissions or something. You guys are here. Say hi. Hi. Okay. So it looks like we're live here. Okay. It looks like we're okay here. Let me click on that. Oop. Let me see. All right. Um, I've been trying to go live for like a little bit now, but it wasn't allowing me to do certain things. Um, so I've been trying to do this for like the last half an hour. But if you're watching here live, hey, I'm just trying to make sure that all my settings are set up right. Okay. All right. Cause I was getting a bunch of like notices about what I was doing. And I'm like, I'm not doing anything. Okay. So if you guys are here, just say hi. Oh, let me hit go live on Instagram. All right. Because anytime I go live, I try to go live on multiple platforms at one time. But sometimes when you do that, you hit a snag. So I'm trying to find the TikTok Live Center. There we go. All right. Hey, guys. Hey, everyone. All right. I love live stream. I love being able to use different tools for live stream, but sometimes they malfunction. All right. So if you guys are here with me, everybody say hi. I can see right now we are currently live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. So I was just trying to make sure that I had all of my streams all set up. On Instagram, it looks like we are frozen. Are we frozen to you guys on Instagram? Let me do a quick reset. Let me see. Oops. I think I may have ended the Instagram live. Uh-oh. Nope. There we go. Hey guys. Whew, child. I love social media. I'm becoming a tech person, but sometimes I'm not quite a tech person. And so I was having a tech moment and I said, okay, let me just restart my computer. I did that. And then all things came back. Okay, perfect. All right. So we are here and we're live everywhere. So if you guys wouldn't mind, just come into the chat. Tell me which city, state, or country you're watching from. I'm in Houston. And when you guys talk back to me, it makes me feel like that you guys are here with me. So you're going to always see me. Hey, Chris on Facebook, you're going to always see me trying to get y'all to talk back to me because it's the way that we can connect. Okay. So I have all these different, windows up so I can see all the comments, because I can't see all the comments without having certain windows kind of pulled up. So just making sure I can see everything. Okay. All right. So we see London, England, Jacksonville, Florida, Tampa, Florida, Harlem, Australia. Ooh, Australia. Okay. So we're going to have a conversation around TikTok. So those of you guys that have watched me for the first time, I am a video marketing and social media strategist where I teach people how to use video to build an online community, to generate leads, sales, and all the type of stuff. Segue. So Leo, I see you're watching. Leo, I have a video I just posted and you're in it. Leo probably like, what? Yeah. So I have a video on TikTok. Hold on, let me see. Because Leo is he's literally came into the room. So I just want to tell him what video that was because I literally I pulled him from live stream this morning and posted him. Okay, so Leo, if you go to my TikTok account or my Instagram, it's the video that says 3 ways to grow on TikTok. I literally screen recorded you while you were live this morning. So shout out to Leo. Leo's the best. Okay, so I teach people how to use video marketing and social media. Is Leo still here? I saw his name. I don't know if he's still here. Leo, you still here? And so today, so one of the things that I teach people is TikTok marketing, because I don't think people really still don't understand the power of TikTok when it comes to building an online community and making money, right? As a show of hands, who here watches on TikTok, but you're not making any money on TikTok? Just type a 1. Okay. Who here watches content on TikTok, but you're not currently making any money? Okay. I see some ones. Okay. All right. Now, I'm not asking that to shame you guys. Okay. I'm asking you that because, like there's so much opportunity. Okay. There's so much opportunity. And I want to be talk about that. Okay. So you're wonderful at it. Okay. We love that. Love to hear that. Okay. All right. So let's have a little conversation about TikTok. All right. And I want to answer lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of questions. So while I'm talking, if you have questions, just drop them in the chat. I can see them. Okay. All right. So I have been on TikTok since the end of 2019, beginning of 2020. And literally, I only got on the platform because I was praying for a creative strategy for my business. And I heard God say, get on TikTok. And I was like, that is dumb. But I'm reminded that because he knows everything and I only know what I know, I said, I'm willing to trust what I think I'm hearing, and I'll look stupid. I will look stupid if I need to. Thanks for the gift. And I'll just obey him. And I'm glad that I did, because everything blew up. Once I got on TikTok, my whole business blew up. Like, it was like I was doing what I was doing, and I was building and I was creating, but nobody knew that I existed. And once I started bringing who I was and how I was to TikTok, everything kind of grew from there. And so it's been quite the journey. Hey guys, I see everybody on TikTok. It's been quite the journey. And we've made millions of dollars. In case you guys did not know, I was the face of the TikTok holiday campaign in 2021. I was in every single magazine known to man, all the billboards, all the everything, all the online magazines, everywhere. It was me as the face of the TikTok holiday campaign. And I've loved TikTok forever, right? Now, the US has been talking about banning TikTok since 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So it's been a road. Okay, it has been a long road, especially as someone who is a very big pro advocate of TikTok marketing, right? Because God told me, and I'm seeing some amazing things. I'm seeing some amazing things start to happen right now with TikTok marketing. So if you only have 5 minutes, okay, then listen to the next thing that I say for the next 5 minutes. Okay. If all you have is 5 minutes, just stay focused for just 5 minutes and let me explain something to you. Okay. If you got to leave after 5 minutes, that's okay. But I want you to just give me 5 minutes. Okay. 5. And I'm saying that because I know our attention span. I know there's other things we want to do, but I just want you to hear me right now for 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Let me give you some visuals. 5 minutes. Okay. All right. So here is TikTok in 2019. Most of us didn't know that it existed. Right? Right. Who here was watching content on TikTok in 2019? If you were not, type a 0. Okay. And it's okay that you weren't. This is TikTok in 2019. Okay. Most people in their late 20s and up didn't really even know that the app existed. Okay. But there were these young people who were on the app because the app used to be called Musical.ly. Okay. And they were creating content. Is that Bernadette Dunaway? I can't tell. Okay, sorry. Looking at faces and names. Okay, so these are the kids in 2019, right? They were creating content, all right? And they were on the app Musical.ly, and then it became TikTok or whatever, right? And then what happened is COVID happened. Coronavirus. Remember it was called coronavirus, right? COVID happened, right? And we were all stuck in the house with no place to go, right? And then guess what? We all learned about TikTok, right? The world really learned about TikTok. Now, TikTok was already doing what it was doing, and the world learned about TikTok. Well, what happened at that time is that all those kids that were on TikTok, when we showed up, they became millionaires. Why was that? Because they were already there and they were creating content, but for the most part, nobody really knew they existed. But when the millions of people came to TikTok in 2020, it exploded them. Okay. Now listen, keep listening. Give me a couple more minutes. Since 2020, the US government has been talking about banning TikTok. They've been saying all this bad stuff about TikTok for the last 5 years. Listen, but for the last 5 years, they still were making millions of dollars, even with all this bad press. I mean, when you talk about bad press of a social media app, TikTok got the worst for 5 years. right? I want you to think about it this way. If you open up a restaurant and for 5 years, an entire country is saying it is not safe to eat at your restaurant, what are you going to do? You're screwed. You're like, you are basically almost going out of business, right? 5 years. Okay. But listen to what is happening right now. Okay. What is happening right now okay, hold on. This is not a political conversation. This is not saying I am anti-Trump. This is not me saying I am pro-Trump. I am pro-Jesus. Whoever is in office is who I pray for. Period. Needs to be said. Okay, let me say that because I know people love him and hate him. I love Jesus. And I just go, Jesus, tell me who to pray for. Is it Obama? Is it Biden? Is it Clinton? Is it Trump? I'll pray for whoever. Okay, I got to say that because what I'm getting ready to say, y'all going to be like, some of y'all going to be like, okay. All right. So here we go. And also, I am not saying that Trump is Jesus's man. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying whoever the candidate is in office is who I'm going to pray for. Okay. Got it. Done. Here we go. So for 5 years, this is TikTok, and the U.S. government has said it's bad, it's bad, it's bad, it's unsafe, right? But guess what's happening right now? President Trump gets into office, works together with the TikTok CEO and says, we're going to figure it out, right? And so since they've been working on this deal for forever. We just learned about it when he got into office, right? So since he's got into office, what has he said? We're going to figure it out, right? And every time he is interviewed about TikTok, what is he saying? He's saying we've got some amazing companies that are going to partner with TikTok. Okay. And we're going to make sure that TikTok is safe for all Americans. And we're going to make sure that some of the money that was going to them is going to come to the US. Right. What does that mean? That means that what was happening for 5 years, all that negative press about TikTok is gone away. And if it's not all the way, it is going away. But listen to me. Listen. That's one thing, right? But remember this. This is TikTok. And TikTok is getting ready to partner with a U.S. company. What does that mean? That means TikTok got to make money and this U.S. company got to make money. What are they going to do? They're going to do what they couldn't do for the last 5 years. Everything is TikTok. You need TikTok. TikTok is amazing. TikTok is going to be everywhere, positive in a way that it hasn't been for 5 years. What does that mean? Remember when I said, here's are the kids in 2019, and when we showed up on TikTok, they became millionaires? This is the people who are on TikTok right now. This is y'all. This is us. If you are creating content on TikTok right now, when that deal is made with that USA company and they start marketing TikTok, the people who are already there creating are just prime for the people that are coming. Just think about it. You don't have to trust me. Trust what has already happened. This was TikTok in 2019 and the kids, 2020, we showed up. They became millionaires, right? And then for 5 years, they said TikTok is bad. Here is us. We're on the platform, right? And guess what? People have been coming, okay? The amount of people that email me these days asking me to speak on their podcast, speak on their stage, teach their community is reminding me of what happened to me in 2020. The amount of people wanting to learn TikTok or wanting to just be there on TikTok, okay? Listen, whomever has a platform or you're creating on TikTok, there are millions of people that are coming. Whether you are a content creator or you're a business owner, doesn't matter what country you're in, people are going to come to TikTok. Why is that? TikTok is a global company. Okay. And when TikTok and that American company come together, America doesn't just want to make money there. If stuff is being sold, American products, like they're going to make money. They're going to make a lot of money. They're going to do a lot of things to make a lot of money. But guess what? They can't make a lot of money without us. We have to actually be there, right? And people have to be consuming content. If you are on TikTok creating content, when people come to TikTok, they're going to consume your content. But they can't consume anything. They can't buy from you nothing unless you're there. Okay? Let me tell y'all something else that's just happened. If you are a coach or consultant, you sell some type of digital products, just type me in the chat. Listen, for the last 5 years I've been on TikTok. TikTok has had links to nothing digital, right? Nothing, no digital courses, no digital downloads, no none of that. None of it. All video related, right? And then it came up with TikTok Shop. It had all product-based businesses, all products. Guess what? TikTok has a brand new feature. When creators create content on TikTok, there is a new feature. They haven't given it to everybody yet, right? Listen, that new feature, when I create a video, I can link it to one of my products, a digital product. You can see the link on the screen. You can tap on the link on the screen and it's going to take you to my website. It's going to take you to my free offer. It's going to take you to my whatever. It's live right now for some creators. I saw it on somebody's account and I screenshot it and I sent an email to TikTok and was like, yo, how do I get that feature? And they were like, oh, we're only giving to certain people. I'm like, I hear you. I'm one of those people. I crisscross the country. Listen, I need that feature. I can't say that I'm going to get it, but your girl is praying because I got, connects to TikTok or whatever, right? Those of y'all that are coaches and course creators, listen, how many of y'all never went viral until you got on TikTok? Just type 1. I had never had a viral video in my life until I went on TikTok. Now I go viral every month, every other week, maybe. Because I have 2 accounts on TikTok now. I have my main one that teaches this. This is my main one. And then I have my second one as an influencer. I'm making like $1,000 a month almost on my second one, just from creating content over there. I have all these brands reaching out to me for collabs on that over there, right? Now, but guess what? Huge. But this is only huge for the people who see it and are creating and are learning it and implementing right now. Like you don't want to wait until the announcement is made, the deal has been made. No, listen, you want to be on the surfboard. And when the wave comes, you go with the wave. But what some people have been waiting on for the longest time is like, I'm waiting for this to happen and waiting for this to happen. This whole 5 years, it's been rocky. And I've just been like, God, what do you want me to do? He goes, stay. Do not leave. You may have to pivot a little bit so that you can stay afloat with your business and what you do, but stay right there. Listen, I know this is going to sound kind of deep and spiritual, but I got to tell y'all, I got to be who I am, right? The only way I got on TikTok was in 2020. God told me to. And I thought it was the dumbest thing. So every time they get talking about doing this band, I was like, what do I do? He goes, you got to focus. You got to focus. If it's time to get off, I'll tell you. When they were doing this final thing with the band, when all that went down, I remember praying and I was just like, man, I was scared, right? And I heard it's only going to go down for one day. I was like, ain't no way. There is no way I am hearing that. I ain't telling nobody that I heard that. And when the app went down, I was like, I didn't say nothing because I was scared. I was like everybody else. And when it came up 12 hours later, I about peed myself. Because one, I was like, oh my God, I heard God again about TikTok, right? I didn't tell anybody at the time because I was like, people gonna think I'm crazy, And I was like, but what is happening? And he was like, something bigger is at play. Stay focused. And I said, okay. So then about a month and a half ago, almost 2 months ago, I started having dreams at night. And the number two, it just kept two. And I was like, why is he chasing me down? What is happening? So then I was praying and I went to my assistant and I said, look, we got to pray. Something's happening. Let's talk to God and see what is happening. And we talked to God and I was like, God, what is happening? He said, you got 2 months. I was like, what you mean? What do you mean 2 months? He was like, get it together. You got 2 months. You got to do this, and this. 2 months. Cause I'm a TikTok coach. Right. And so I did that. And then everything is like, I'm just watching everything just go. Right. And so I don't know what it is for you. I don't know what you are doing on TikTok, what you ain't doing on TikTok. But here is what I know. Millionaires were made. These were these kids in 2019. Charli D'Amelio, Addison Rae, all them other young people were on TikTok 2019. And when everybody showed up in 2020, they became millionaires. Right? The world right now is on Facebook, which is great, YouTube, Instagram, and all that. But I guarantee you, when they say TikTok is great again, it's safe, how many people are going to rush to the platform to learn it, to be there, to consume? And if you're creating content there, especially business people, because I teach business people, right? You are going to be able to make so much money, but you can't wait for it. You just can't. You have to do the thing in advance in anticipation, right? Now, I can't listen. I am not God. I get it wrong all the time. Right? But I'm just saying, just think about it logically. If for 5 years they've been saying TikTok is bad and millions have still been there, when they say TikTok is good and they start running ads on Google, running ads on Facebook, running ads on TV, when they're sponsoring all the big conferences, TikTok here, when they're doing all that stuff, what is going to happen? It's a natural thing. Everybody rushes to TikTok. It's just a natural thing. But you only get the benefit if you're already there, right? Because just think about it. What if you have 100 videos on the platform? When people log in, they start seeing whatever TikTok is showing you. I've been watching all of my old content be back on the For You page. I am like, wow, that video, I posted that 5 years ago. And TikTok is like, whoosh, whoosh, current content and old content, just putting it out. And I'm constantly just like, I'm very excited, but I'm very excited for y'all too, if you listen to what I'm telling you, right? I am not, I'm just telling you as someone who's been there for 5 years. Okay. And I'm watching what's happening in my own business, my own account, and all the things. Okay. If you have not chosen to learn TikTok, it is time to learn. It's not time for you to just keep consuming. It is time for you to learn, and it is time for you to implement, especially business people. It's easy for a creative to just come on and say whatever. But like a business person who already has something to sell, why would you not put it in a place where people are there all day, every day? I mean, it's wild. I had never bought anything from Shein in my life until I got on TikTok, right? There's so much stuff I had never bought in my life until I got on TikTok, right? Don't get me wrong. I buy from Facebook. I buy from Instagram, right? But just something is special with TikTok because there's so much creativity. There's so many creators. Everything is SEO friendly. That algorithm knows us like the back of our hands. My algorithm is full of Diddy content. Why? Because TikTok knows if you give me a video about Diddy, I'm going to watch it. Right? TikTok knows, like for 2-3 weeks ago, if you gave me any video about that, about what's that thing called? That deer beating that woman's tail, I was going to watch it. Right? Remember that when that deer was beating that woman up? It was terrible, but it was still funny. Right? The algorithm knew, let me send her that. Right? The algorithm knows I'm trying to learn beauty as a 43-year-old woman. So it's sending me that. It knows what I need. The algorithm knows if you want to keep me up late at night, send me more cat dog videos. And it does it every single night. Right? And so if you have not heard anything that I said, it's time to learn TikTok. Okay? Period. Right? Obviously, I teach TikTok. Okay. I teach TikTok as a consultant. I teach TikTok in my courses. I teach TikTok. I have free TikTok things, right? And if you have not chosen to learn, you need to choose to learn. Okay. Now listen, some of y'all are here and you're like, look, I ain't got no money. Okay. Go to my bio. Click on my bio. There's free things in there about TikTok. Just go to my bio. There's free things in there with TikTok. Some of y'all are like, I got some money. I want to learn the fast way. If you're somebody and you're like, I want the free stuff, go to my bio, download it. It's free stuff in there. Okay. If you're like, I got some money, tell me how to invest with you. Go to my bio. There's a link in there, or just send me a DM. Let's talk. I want to work with you. If you ain't got no money, there's free stuff in my bio. If you got money, want to work with me, there's stuff in my bio, or send me a DM and let's talk. I get it, especially if you ain't got no money. Like, what can you do? It's like, go get the free stuff. I got lots of free stuff. You know, I have a couple who's been following me on TikTok for years. And they said, we've done exactly what you said in all your videos. I now have 100,000 followers because of your free content. 100,000 followers from my free content. So here's the deal. So if you don't have no money to invest, just go to my bio and get something for free. Right? I teach all the time on my email list. I do live classes all the time. But I'm doing a free live class on Monday. Okay? So I teach free all the time. Right? So, okay, let's do that. For those of y'all, if you want to join, let me pull the link up for the free class. Okay? Because some of you guys are like, you know, I want to do this, but I don't know. Where's that link for the, hold on, let me see. There it is. Okay. Let me give y'all the free class. And if y'all got any questions, just ask me in the comments. Okay? Let me see. All right. Okay. This is a free class I'm doing. All right. Yeah. So I'm doing this free class on Monday. If you're saying to yourself, yeah, I want to learn, tell me what you're doing. There you go. Okay. But if you're somebody and you have money to invest, send me a DM. Let's talk. Okay. But let's open up for some questions. Okay. I already know what y'all feeling. I know y'all can see it. I know you watching all these people and you're like, man, how do I do that? The thing is that most people don't know how to be a creator, especially on TikTok. Right? Hey, girl. Oh, hi, friend. Hey, girl. All right. And I want to help you. So whether you want the free stuff or you want the paid stuff, listen, this here is free. This is a 1-hour class where I'm going to teach you how to get people to watch your content. Free. And it's live. It's not like it's on repeat, right? It's a free class. That literally is it there. I don't know if the link is in my bio or not. Let me see. I don't think it's in my bio, but it's right there. Let me click and see. Let me click around. Yeah, it actually is. So if you guys go to my bio, there's a link right there. It says free masterclass, the 3-step hook method. It's free and it's live. Okay. All right. Let me go back. Okay. Let me see y'all. All right. What kind of questions you guys got? Let me see. Any questions? What's my other TikTok page? I'll pull that up for y'all. All right. Let me see. I'm going to add some more text. So I have 2 accounts on TikTok. My main one is this one. And then, this is my main one. This is the one you guys are watching right now. And then my other one is pretty much the same. All right, is this one. Excuse me. Whew. Okay, it's this one. So just Kenya Kelly brand. On that one, I'm being Kenya. I'm just talking about life, Diddy, menopause, everything. I'm having a blast and making almost $1,000 a month doing it. All right, let's answer some questions. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I don't want to miss Facebook. Okay. Hey, Shalonda. I'm looking for questions. Thanks for following me. You're the master and have taught me so much. Yes, Jennifer. Love that. I follow you here. I've been following you since. My crown. Okay, I can't see your full name, but hey, girl. Is it on TikTok? So if you're talking about the class that I'm talking about is regarding to TikTok. Yes. Hey, Ty. All right. Where must we watch this link? Okay. So if you guys want to join the class, it's free. It's on Monday. Go to that link. Okay. And you can go to my bio. In my bio, there's a link. You just put your name and email address and it's free. Okay. It's Monday at 6 p.m. or 6:30. Let me see. Let me look at my calendar real quick. Let me see. Monday at 6:30. 6:30 Central. Oh no, what did I do? I don't see me on screen anymore. Can y'all still see me? Oh, it's the Wi-Fi. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh, sorry. For some reason, my camera decided to go to sleep. My camera was like, I'm done. You're done. Okay, it's back. It's so funny. Is it hot? Or maybe because it's hot or something. I have the Osbot Tiny 2. I think it just went to sleep on me. I was like, why did it go black? It went to sleep. Okay. It's okay. It's back. Kenya After Dark, right? That's basically what happened. It just said, because it kind of moves with you if I let it. So it just, for some reason, it just decided to go to sleep. Okay. More questions. Again, I'm like so excited about TikTok. I was on Facebook. Hey, Sharice. I haven't seen you in a long time. Hey, girl. I was just talking about TikTok and why everybody needs to be creating right now versus later. Thanks for following. Okay. I'm so excited. I was excited in 2020 when everything blew up, and I'm excited now. You know, and I had TikTok reached out to me a couple weeks ago, and they invited me into this program for coaches. Let me tell y'all something. I've been saying this for years. TikTok don't care about coaches, but they will. They don't care about digital products, but they will. Guess what? They just launched a new program. I'm in the new program for coaches. And they're teaching coaches how to do a bunch of stuff on TikTok, how to sell our products on TikTok. When I tell you this is the place to be, TikTok is the place to be. I don't know all of what's launching. I just know what they're telling me right now, what they're getting me access to, what they're letting me test out. Next level. And I told y'all earlier that I saw somebody post a video, and on her video was a clickable link. And you could click that link and it's going to take you to her website, her free offer, her paid product right there. It was not a business account. I was in shock. And I'm like, it's all coming, right? Because here's the deal. You know, TikTok makes, I think, 2% for every product sold on TikTok Shop. That's a lot of money for them with so many products, right? What if they let us sell our digital products, our consulting, and they only take 2%? You know how many of us going to be selling our products on TikTok? Of course. It's only 2%. Stripe and Shopify and PayPal, they take their percent anyway, right? And now we'll be able to sell it on TikTok. Next level. Next level, y'all. Next level. Okay. Any questions? I don't see any questions. I'm glad I'm over on TikTok. It's a whole new world. I love TikTok. I love all of them. They're all different, you know. Which one do I spend the most time on? Is definitely TikTok, right? Where do I watch most long form content? I watch more long form content on YouTube. How often do you go live? When time permits, I go live once a week, but I used to go live once a day. I'm trying to get back to that. So we have been shifting my business to be a lot of automated like products and all that type of stuff, because live stream is where I thrive. I love being live. I love going live for an hour, talking, teaching, connecting, and all that type of stuff, and then going away, you know. So my goal is to get back to live once a day. When do you go live, I do pop-ups for right now. I used to go live every morning at 9 a.m. It's been a long time since I've done that, but that's what I used to do. I'm trying to work on what that schedule is going to look like. I'm working on my personal schedule because I want more time for myself, more time in the gym and all that. And I'm working on like my work schedule too. Because like we took my company down to a 4-day work week, to where we're all off on Fridays. But we're working on that. Like our next time we're off on Friday is in 2 weeks. And we're working on getting off on Fridays forever. So I'll figure that out soon. Would you recommend 2 pages? I only recommend 2 pages if you're doing 2 totally different things. Hey, Dakisha. So I'm in Houston. So I have had my main account on TikTok for 4 years. And I didn't have a second account on TikTok for 4 years. Right? I just added a new account on TikTok when I moved back to Houston because I wanted to create more Kenya content, non-social media related. I wanted to do influencer type stuff. I wanted to have more fun, and I wanted to make money as an influencer outside, because I'm an influencer in this space, but I wanted to be an influencer with hair, makeup, fashion, my nails, and everything else. I wanted to do all more stuff over there, and that content isn't appropriate for this account because y'all don't care about that. Like, but if you're watching me here, this is what you want me to talk to you about. On that other account, if I go live and I'm talking about Diddy and I'm talking about dating or whatever, they want to hear that stuff, right? So I created that one because I was ready for it, and I wanted to make money from it. I'm turning on my bell alert. Thanks for the bell alert. Yeah. And separate accounts are great. You just have to have the bandwidth to be able to manage that. If you guys hadn't noticed, I was slacking a lot on this account on TikTok because I was having so much fun on the other one. But then I was like, Kenya, this is your business. Get your butt in line. Right. So now I'm back to being more intentional with this account because this is my business, and then I just have more fun. So like when we hang up here, I'll film a video about Diddy and the trial today or whatever. I don't hate Diddy. I think Diddy should go to jail. I think Diddy needs deliverance, and I think Diddy needs a therapist. Right. I think he's got a lot of things going on in here from his childhood, from drugs and all type of stuff. And he needs to go to jail, and he needs a therapist, and he needs Jesus. Period. So I kind of talk about some of that stuff. Where did you get your mic from? I got my mic from Amazon. This is the ATR 2100. I've had my ATR 2100 for years. And then it went out, so I got another one. I love my mic. It's great. I got a little stand from Amazon. Works great. The TikTok shop I'm trying to separate from the personal development content. Yeah. So yes. So most people that I know that are TikTok shop and they go hard on that, they have two accounts. Most people that I know have two accounts when they do TikTok shop. I thought about focusing as a TikTok shop affiliate, but I was like, I don't want to. Maybe I'll do that later on. But right now I was like, I don't have the emotional capacity for that. I want to just be doing this other stuff for now. We'll see what happens later on. It sounds crystal clear, right? With the mic, it's amazing. The mic is amazing. Yeah. So some countries don't have TikTok shop. It'll get there. They've been opening it up to different countries slowly. Cause there's a lot, y'all. There's a lot to, when you make any update to a platform, you're talking about 1 billion people. You know what I mean? It's like a lot. When you make one tweak to TikTok or to any social media platform, oh my God. That's why all these glitches happen, because it's a lot to make one change to a platform. A lot. So then if you're talking about launching to a different country, my Lord. You have me wanting to get a mic before I go live. No, you don't need to do that. Listen. I used to go live without a mic for a long time. I have this mic now because I have a podcast, right? But for years, I did not go live with a mic. Didn't matter. People didn't care. They didn't care. They just wanted information. Okay. So again, if you guys are joining, this is me convincing everybody that if you're trying to create content online, if you're trying to sell products and services online, and you are not marketing yourself on TikTok, you are shooting yourself in the foot so big, right? Because many of you wish you would have gotten online in 2020. How many of y'all wish you would have got serious about TikTok in 2020 and 2021? How many of y'all wish that, right? I get so many messages of people saying, man, I wish I would have did it when you first talked about it. And I'm like, I get it. It was hard to make that decision to do that when it seemed like, it seemed so dumb, but now you have this huge opportunity because the US has been saying TikTok is going to get banned for 5 years. And now that it's not getting banned and it's partnering with USA companies, if you get on there now and start creating now and be strategic now, you're going to have so much success. But it's a decision that you have to make now and not later. Like nobody can make the decision for you but you. You know what I mean? Like I had to decide to keep going when I didn't want to keep going. Do you know I still have notes from you from years ago at the Epic conference? Oh, wow. That's so cool. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Man, that's so cool. I didn't start getting the push from God until December. Okay, there you go. So listen, once you get your marketing orders, then that means go, predicted to be $1 trillion business by 2027. I'm not surprised. I mean, just think about TikTok shop is like, remember when TikTok shop was terrible? All those products were terrible. Now the products are amazing. They got little tweaks or whatever, but they're amazing. Like I got this mic. Let me show y'all. I got this little mic from TikTok shop. It came with 2 mics and it came with 2 windscreens for $5. Let me show y'all. $5. It's not the greatest mic, but it's a pretty good mic. Look, comes with 2 mics, 2 windscreens. They both clip to your shirt for $5. Next level. I tell everybody about them products. Okay. Amazing. It holds a charge for me. I mean, it may not go for like 2 hours, but it goes for pretty long. Enough for me to create content. You know? Okay. All right, guys. So if I don't get off of here, one of my cats is gonna jump on my computer because it's like 5 o'clock. This is when they have dinner. So one of them is gonna jump up here and shut everything down. But that's just how she is. But again, what I was telling you guys is that if you want to learn TikTok, right? If you want to learn some things free from me, join this. This is free, a free class I'm teaching on Monday. Okay. It's literally free. It's live. It's an hour and it's on Monday. You can literally go to my bio, click the link in my bio, and you can join the class. It's free. If you're someone and you own a business, right? I don't really help influencers, right? But if you're a business and you want to learn how to market your products and services on TikTok, or you as a brand, and you're able to invest, send me a DM. Okay. Let's see how we can work together. Now, obviously there's a link in my bios too for paid stuff, but send me a DM. If you are someone and you want the free stuff to start, join this class. It's free and it's on Monday, but you literally could just click it in my bio, any bio. Okay. But if you're someone and you're like, all right, I'm ready to invest, I want the fast class, send me a DM, or there's a link in my bio for any of that stuff. Okay. All right, guys. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll try to come live tomorrow and chat with you guys a little bit. I'm going to go and feed the cats before they put me in a pet cemetery. And I will chat with you guys later. Okay. All right, guys. Bye.